Disclaimer, please don't make a proof video about taking the Super Level Maker app to the extreme. Just because I like this app don't mean that I'm taking it to the extreme, because if you do that I'm permanently hiding your channel with no second chances. Hello guys, welcome to another video. So guys, with a successor of Jay's World, called Super Level Maker that released on late August 2023 on Android devices, when it released on iOS and eProtos devices on early November 2023, I had fun with the game before eventually leaving my Super Level Maker career. Why? Well, it's because of the issues that are in this app. Anyways guys, this is my third rant, and this rant will be about Super Level Maker. And to anyone that likes this game, then I'll suggest you to leave the game due to its problems that have to do with the actual game. Let me address a reason that has to do with the horrible cartoony design within the app. If you're wondering about the cartoony design within the app, this design is made by the same company that created the Level Maker app, which is Rant, and the reason why I addressed this reason is because the cartoony design within the app is so horrible, including the characters, enemies, etc. Let me address another reason that has to do with the population decline within the app. If I'm explaining something about the population decline within the Super Level Maker app, I would like to say that back in late June 2025, around 95.80% of the population within the app's population has quit the Super Level Maker app due to it being too boring for players nowadays and switched to the Level Maker app. Let me address another issue that has to do with the 3 millionth level that didn't end the game. If I'm telling you the 3 millionth level within the Super Level Maker app back on June or July 2025, when the era 31st started at 3 million levels, it didn't force Rant to delete the app from the Google Play Store and Apple's App Store entirely because it wanted to be a successor to the Jay's World level editor that has been discontinued since January 29, 2023. Rant, what has been going on with your Super Level Maker app lately? Listen, I know that you're a company that created the Super Level Maker app back on August 26, 2023, but that doesn't mean that the 3 millionth level within the app could force a deletion of the app after nearly 2 years of existence. Man, I really wish that you can make an update that forces the 3,600,000th level the end of the Super Level Maker app because of the cartoony animation that looks horrible nowadays. Because Super Level Maker used to be my favorite when I first downloaded it back on November 9, 2023, but now, I decided to lose interest on that app since it's getting boring and old nowadays and you still hadn't deleted the app in the past 2 to 3 months. And here is another reason that has to do with the Italian brain rot drama. If you're wondering about the Italian brain rot and spunky drama that hasn't stopped nowadays since April 2025, the Italian brain rot and spunky drama hasn't stopped since April 2025, and I may have to ignore the drama nowadays since it keeps ruining the app's reputation within the drama. Here's another reason that has to do on how the app blatantly copied the Level Maker app. As you can tell, the Super Level Maker app blatantly copied the Level Maker app and the old Jay's World level editor that had been discontinued since January 29, 2023. And here is another reason that has to do with the developer-only blocks, enemies, and objects within the app's level editor that are missing in the developer-only version of Jay's World, called Super Level Maker. I know that some of the developer-only blocks, enemies, and objects are missing in the modified version of Jay's World, called Super Level Maker, But when I was 8 to 9 years old, I remember watching Circuse's videos, and found a video of a developer's only version of Jay's World, called Super Level Maker, and it included rotatable things like the Exprando block, the frog and squirrel characters, uneven backgrounds, and before the Super Level Maker app released on August 26, 2025, Super Level Maker was a developer-only version of Super Level Maker accessed by Circuse back in 2022, and I used to like it at 8 to 9 years old, but now, I don't see them anymore. Let me give you a reason that has to do with the last update that was released on January 4, 2024. I don't understand why Super Level Maker hadn't updated in the past year since the 1.2.3 update was released to the app over a year ago on January 4, 2024. And finally, here's a reason about the game's global chat that has been causing a lot of drama nowadays. I know that global chat has been added to Super Level Maker when it first released on August 26, 2025, but as of now, it keeps causing a lot of drama nowadays. And Born Creole, if you're watching this, please hope that you can delete the Super Level Maker app in the future, so if you can make the global chat drama disappear when it's deleted. So anyways guys, that's the end of this rant. My next rant will be about the winged bot. But warning, please don't make a proof video about taking the winged bot to the extreme, because if you do that, I'll permanently hide you from your channel with no second chances. So anyways guys, that's the end of this video. Goodbye! And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content from this channel.